disappearing managers.
They asked the cleaners when the last time they saw a manager.
Will technical issues scupper our tendering opportunities? Just another reason why I hate tendering. I'm absolutely fuming at the moment. Urgent focus is needed on equipment maintenance. But will we still smash our targets? To find out, keep watching episode 71 of Behind the Clean, a true look at what it's really like to run a UK cleaning company. I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean. Let's see Behind the Clean. It's Monday the 18th of November and oh my God, have we got a week ahead of us this week. We are absolutely ram-packed. We've got interviews, trial shifts and everything else going on today. We've got monthly meeting tomorrow. The new external cleaning contract is in full swing and we've still got to try and iron out a few of those issues. The official launch for the biohazard cleaning is this week. We've still got to finish off some training with the customer service team for that. We've got to review the stats from October with the customer service team because they were particularly interesting when I reviewed them last week. It's absolutely flat out. It's going to be another one of those weeks, so let's get stuck in. This is causing major problems. Techs have been out at our new customer getting all the gutter cleaning completed on the new sites before winter really sets in. This has been a common sight though, one which will cause major problems if not sorted. Leaks and damp, just to name a few. Combining traditional methods with modern methods though, as always, has delivered an amazing top standard job. Well done guys. So it's monthly meeting day today and it's going to be absolutely crazy. I've got a few machines I've got to service. We've got to have a chat with a few of the guys to catch up some of the stuff and then we've got some planning to do as well because there's some things going on. Crazy week this week, some big changes happening. So yeah, but let's get stuck into monthly meeting day and then we'll catch you up from there later on. They are in my pockets, give me 2 seconds. I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, you can give Scott a hand if he's ready to get the stuff in and out. This van needs sorting out because it's not got all the kit in it. So there's what's needed in there. So like, no, because it's not going out yet. I mean, we've got a couple of people that hopefully will be going in it soon, but that's why. To look clean, when you get there, use faster. Oh, okay. Because it's cheap and it's cheerful, but it still do the job.
No. I'm guessing they have the 2 hoovers, yeah?
Yeah.
And what's this
Back. That's the motor, that's the pump. The water pump.
Is this fluid?
We should have a new tech starting soon, and it needs to go out. But what I don't want is Jordan to have to spend half of his induction day, or part of his induction day, going through it and getting it all set up. That's clean, to be fair. So just worry about that. But there we go, if it's done, it's done, we know. Better safe than sorry. So the top section might be clean, but that's not. The residents know you're coming, so just knock on the door if you need to gain access there, but they're not, are they? So, but what was today, that was sort of inside actually, so that is it come out of the carpet. Actually just looks like mud. So it's potentially is that do that. But just goes to show, although the other bit more clean, that's no trouble. But obviously you were booked on to do all the external stuff, or some of the external stuff with Scott, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Not worth the risk, is it? Have you seen Ashley? He's not exactly completely not accident prone, is he really? This is a service clean, so this back panel comes off so you can get into the bottom of the tank, and then that's where the main level sensor filter is. So, and obviously it's the lowest point of the tank as well, so they get clogged up to hell. So usually every sort of 3 months we aim to, cramping my hand, hands are so cold. Yeah, usually every 3 months we aim to get all them cleaned out and sorted out, with just keep the machines in good working order. Obviously on a weekly basis you do your clean through and everything. What you'll see is, thankfully, because the guys, we went for a stint where techs weren't really washing out every week, and they're kind of rushing off and going on to the next one, and of course we had a state of breakdown and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's quite nice. Everyone's keeping on top of them now, so we're touch wood, not having too many issues at the minute. Yeah, it's true. When you said this one didn't sound quite right, vacuum. Yeah. Let's just run it on top of it. Right, up. Seems right. When it was running, did it have a bit? Was it like it was going up and down? That's water. So if it's fluctuating like that, if the noise is fluctuating or it sounds like it's gurgling, you've got water in the vacuums. Right. But yeah, you've got water in the vacuums. That can happen a few different ways. Main ways are moving it when it's got wastewater in it. Obviously letting it overfill. You have got a bit of an issue with your sensor gauge because it's fluctuating when I put a bit of pressure on it, so hopefully I'll be able to sort that now. But you might have a bit too much crap in it, which means it's letting it overfill a little bit. The other one is if there's any sort of cleaning solution in the carpet that obviously that's not ours, it tends to foam quite a lot. So then it fills the tank with foam, it gets pulled down into the vacuums, it hits the hot air, and then it turns to liquid, and then you've got water in with the vacuums, which obviously is really bad. The telltale signs are fluctuation of the vacuums. They sound like they're gurgling, or just a bit of puddle of water underneath. Do you know what to do if you get that? No? That's fine. So if you see any of those signs, it's because he's flooded the vacuum so many times he knows it. So I'm going to get the ball rolling, give you a bit of an overview on how we did in November, so October. October was actually a much better month than what I certainly expected it to be. I didn't expect it to be great, it didn't look like we were heading in the right direction, but the end result was a good month across the whole business, but a very good month for the specialist team, in the sense of we were 109% to each target. Technically, booking-wise, customer service were happy with. We also, if we look at total number of jobs, we've done more jobs than we've ever done in a month before. Basically, I think it just shows the potential of the team. We are certainly working in the right direction, and we are getting there. I would like to talk about is basically how to, I'm trying to think of what I use in delight. How to delight your customers. Is that the element? Yeah, exactly that. That one you had the other day, that's why I said to you in the message, because I know there's a lot of people that will paint the oven with the oven cleaner, but they don't scrape it first. If your oven is really bad, scrape it first, because essentially oven cleaner can only eat through so much. Carpet machines, we are coming into the winter. We're in the winter, we're all fucking freezing. First of all, before I say too much other than that, what I would like to say, having serviced 3 of the machines today, is well done guys. Absolutely, I am really impressed in how those machines are being looked after. I am. Oh, it's like night and day, absolutely, yeah. It was useful doing them today, but it wasn't essential that they've been done today. The tanks are clean, you know, they spot on, so thank you, well done. Considerations at the moment though going forward is obviously keeping an eye on the weather and what you need to do with it, alright? Number 1, don't leave any solutions, you shouldn't be anyway, but don't leave any solutions in your spray tanks overnight. When you use the machines, make sure you release the trigger while you've got the pump. When you turn them off, turn the pump off, press the trigger, make sure you remove all the pressure and get as much out of the pipe as you possibly can. You should also have elastic bands on your triggers, on the wands, both the main one and the detail one, alright? And then overnight, or when you finish your last job, just make sure the trigger is held up by the elastic band so the trigger's open. Because if it freezes, it will just swell and it won't split the trigger. If it freezes and the trigger's closed, it will split the trigger. This is just another reason why I hate tender, and I'm absolutely fuming at the moment. Oh, my blood is boiling. I've worked for days and days on end on this tender. I had numerous, it's now Thursday, sorry. I had numerous technical issues yesterday whilst trying to get this tender uploaded and sorted. I worked right the way through till 10 o'clock last night because I kept losing so much time. And then it got to the point where basically it wouldn't allow me to upload anything further. So I had to stop there and finish off. Got back up this morning, thought, right, I'll jump straight on, which I've started at 7:30 this morning. Jumped straight on, started uploading documents and finishing off in some bits. There's a social value section that you've got to do on a different website. Had some technical issues on that as well, around the access. Essentially, long story short, I've gone all the way through this. I've been sat here for the last 45 minutes trying to get it to submit. But as the clock is ticking down, obviously my heart is racing and I'm panicking and everything else to try and get it done. And then the timer ran out because it wouldn't allow me to submit the tender. The button just wouldn't light. I've answered all the questions. I've done everything. Everything was green bar one thing. But I'd gone in and answered everything multiple times in multiple ways to try and get it to go green and approve. But it wouldn't approve and it wouldn't allow me to submit. So now I've invested 3-4 days into writing a tender and I can't even submit it. The most infuriating thing is I never have much confidence around tendering because there's quite a lot of game playing and rigging and, you know, the bigger companies basically just go rock bottom price and, you know, we don't want to work for nothing. But I was doing this tender and the more I was doing it, I'm like, this is ideal for us. This is perfect. I know the value that we can deliver on this and it would be awesome. I also put the price in at a price where it's as low as we could possibly go. And I said to Ashley yesterday, look, if we don't get it for this, we don't want it because it is just not enough money in it. And actually, we'd be running a risk of only breaking even, if not just getting a loss. But then I can't even submit it. Just, my blood is boiling. I have contacted them to see if there's anything they can do, obviously, to explain the technical issues. But unfortunately, I think what's going to come back is, no, there's nothing they can do. Well, I'm just... Oh. Fuck's sake. Absolutely fucking fuming. So it's coming up to 7 o'clock. I've been trying to get a number of things done, but frankly, after the situation that happened with the tender earlier on, my brain's been fried and I've not been very productive today. I've also been a miserable bastard, to put it quite frankly. And I've been trying to keep everyone away from everyone else because I'm like a bear with a sore head in a bad mood. So I'm going to finish up today. I haven't got everything done, but I'm going to go home and I'm going to try and catch up tomorrow. One last thing, I've got some updates for you coming up shortly, so keep watching. I will update you on a few things before the end of the video. Just want to know one thing though, so drop it in the comments, let us know. Is it too early for Christmas decorations? Bear in mind today is the 22nd of November. Is it too early for Christmas decorations? The team decided while I was out the office this morning they wanted to decorate. Drop it in the comments, let us know what you think, and keep watching because I'll see you again shortly. Would you want a meal cooked on these? Here we have two neglected commercial appliances, a hob and a griddle plate. But is this acceptable condition for them to be in use? Let us know what you think in the comments. Luckily though, the new owners of this Bristol pub thought they needed a deep clean. Enter our cleaning technicians and what a job they have done. Some pre-existing damage to the griddle, but all in all, a fantastic job. The customer was over the moon. Wanted an update, first of all, on the broken oven. Yeah. I believe it's done.
Yes,
yeah.
Whilst I was there, the customer, Kieran, that came up, he took the dog for a walk, so it was in the way and trying to like escape or whatever. Yeah. But his wife was in, so when the engineer had finished, I knocked on the sort of lounge door and just said, "Can you come out and just like make sure that you have to try it? Was it the same as it was before and stuff like that?" And so she was fine. Yeah, he's going to send me over something on email or WhatsApp about exactly what's happened, because there's like lots of little parts that are broken on both sides, so that's what's got it was. He was having to wait for individual parts, which slowed it up, but obviously it was the UPS throwing it over the fence. Did I say about that one? Well, I don't know if you were in or you were off that day, but basically UPS threw the door over his fence, not the customer's engineer, and that broke. So then he had to order another thing, and it was last minute.
Yeah, because he ordered like a used door, didn't he? And was going to take the different parts off to make one good door to then put back on it.
Yeah.
And then the
That didn't get-
dipstick delivery driver chucked it over a fence and broke it.
Yeah.
That was clever.
Yeah, he was pretty fuming because he'd even like spoken to him and all sorts, and so yeah, so it
Yeah.
was just, so yeah, he was like the engineer was apologetic. He said it doesn't normally take so long for them to get
Yeah.
back to a customer.
Yeah.
Um,
Which was awkward for them because it was ideal the fact that they were on holiday and
Yeah.
obviously we'd managed to get everything in place to get it done and back and installed
Monday.
for the Monday. So they literally only had less than 12 hours
Yeah,
again, which they weren't going to worry about it, were they?
And then it was kind of, it will be done by Wednesday, and then the party turned up next day, which was,
Yeah.
it was obviously late Thursday before it turned up. So I do know originally when I spoke to them, I think it was the Monday evening, and they said, and I said it would be back, sort of
Yeah.
thing, until Wednesday, but he was like, oh, we now have to get fish and chips tonight or something like that. So I said, send me over the receipt, I'll get that paid for or
Yeah.
something. Oh, no, we're not like that sort of thing. But now, because it was towards the end of the week, they were a bit more funny. It was like, you know, yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
They were lovely people
Yeah.
and they were
It was
really
really
understanding
polite,
from
but it
day
was
one.
still saying,
Yeah.
we're not.
Yeah, it's getting a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But well, we need to kind of hear back from the engineer
Yeah.
exactly what he said was
Monday's
the
gonna
issue
be-
was,
yeah.
and then we'll go from there. And
Yeah.
we'll do something else for them or something.
Yeah, that's what
sort out.
Yeah.
Okay. Brain's not working. That drilling's really annoying.
Yeah. They were playing sound like musical with it earlier.
Do you know why that is?
What?
Because when you're drilling a wall, if you put pressure on and then release it, it pulls the dust out of the wall. So that's why they just push it in now. Stupid. Silly fact, useless fact for you, but yeah, that's why. But it's really fucking annoying. That wasn't the reason I came in. The reason I came in is because the externals. I'm getting there. My brain is not working today in any way, shape or form. The externals.
Yes.
Gone any smoother
Yes.
this week?
Yes. Scott managed to finish before.
I'll be back.
I'll be home.
Sorry, I've got to answer this. Sorry. Fleet insurance.
Oh.
Yeah. I've
You
had.
didn't want to talk to me when they had free insurance,
I had to talk to them. I don't want to talk to them either. So far, I've had quotes of 20, 25, 43.
43,000.
£43,000 for fleet insurance. Yeah, not gonna happen. But anyway, so yeah, the externals. Running a bit smoother, finishing sensible times.
So yeah, Scott actually managed to get home by 4 on that day, but Alex was supposed to be with him. So yeah, he was worried about that one. So speaking to Alex and like the meeting, he was like, "Listen, up to 3 story one," and I'm by myself. And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." So yeah. So I asked him if he's been writing it in the book. He said he's been writing all sorts, like he's got water, electricity, and all of that on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, he seems pretty happy.
Okay. They've sent over the list today of which sites have got external taps
Yeah.
for water. Saw your few emails as well. I mean, obviously, I'm just going to leave it with you to deal with now rather than everyone keep dipping in and out. 'Cause I think that's not helping either.
We still haven't got a reply about
Some of these. I mean, the thing is, if it's down the line, it's down the line. I mean, I would
I was only more questioning it about obviously the invoice.
invoice it anyway.
Yeah.
Invoice it anyway. And then obviously we know if it gets paid, we still know we've got to go back and do it. If they dispute it, at least then we can just turn around and say, well, look, you know, this is the situation. I don't know if we've even had the PO number from them yet because Ellie had to set it all up on their, well, it's not actually Ellie to be fair, it was the procurement team that had to set it up. But it was going direct to Melinda, so I don't know. But yeah, that's fine. All we need to do is try and make sure we're going ahead and having a look at what we've got in and stuff like that and see what we can do. I'll have a look at ladders in a minute, that's what I'm going to do in a second, have a look at that and see where we are with that. Yeah, I know that. So I'm going to have a look at that in a minute as well. It's just making sure going forward to see if there's any more sites we think we're going to have similar issues with that we've had. Because obviously we thought the little ones were going to be the easy, breezy ones, and they seem to be the ones that are causing the bloody headaches. How are you getting on, Becky?
Yeah, good.
Right.
Yeah, really trying to get the hang of it, but enjoying it at the same time.
It's probably quite nice for you that it's a little bit quieter.
But no, it's not. I do like a challenge, so I just want to get quicker now.
Yeah, it's just so many elements to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's probably the hardest part, is making sure you learn all the different bits.
That's it, doing it in the right flow, because you don't mess up with 11 on the phone.
Everyone.
You don't.
Depends on the day of the week, doesn't it? If you've had enough Red Bull in the morning.
Yeah. He's doing diary management stuff now, so they're going out there to put things.
Joys. That's always good fun, isn't it? And then you spend hours on it and the technician moans.
Ages on it, and we found perfect shot there 5 minutes later. Customer, can't be that.
Well, yeah, there is that, yeah. Yeah, I think that's the worst bit, to be fair.
I keep writing tests on WhatsApp, I'm just like, make sure you write tests. Yeah, I was looking at the door, I was like, oh my god, Sandy's no! I was so busy, I was like, there's a test.
Anyway, bollocks.
Yeah. It was the next Saturday, I was like, oh my god, I'm so busy.
If only.
Yeah, good.
Joys. Tuesday the 26th, and we are, well, hitting the ground running for that, that's for sure. We had a bit of a mixed bag yesterday, to be quite honest, because following the very poor week last week that we had, with all the disruptions going on, the team had an absolutely smashing day yesterday, making up some ground. And I also had a meeting with our accountant to run through some different bits and pieces. And I keep a very, very close eye on our numbers and basically our dashboard to see how the business is performing. But it's always nice to have a chat with the accountant and you sit there and say, well, actually, I think we're doing really well and this is what we've achieved, that and everything else. And they agree, they're in the same place and they're going, you know, they're impressed by what we're achieving. So it's nice to get that as well. That happened. We've made some good headway with launching the mould cleaning service in particular, as one of the biohazard cleans. So that's really good. We've already got bookings in for quote visits and free surveys and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely amazing start to the week. Really gets the energy pumping. We've got more work to do. Leadership team meeting today, and we'll basically just see what the rest of the week brings. Thursday the 28th of November, and oh my god, is it a cold one. Everything is frozen and it's as white as anything, but we're all good to go. It does cause some issues with the technicians. Obviously they've got some stuff in their van they've got to be careful of that doesn't freeze, so we have to take precautions for that. Carpet machines, triggers, things like that, and when they get to sites they've got to make sure it all warms up and everything else as well in time. So causes a few difficulties, but the techs are used to dealing with it now, so they'll all be good, I'm sure. Been a crazy busy week this week already. It is absolutely flown by. Yesterday I had a quote visit at a school, which was a recommendation from a supplier actually. Crazy story in all fairness. They haven't seen a manager, sorry, the operatives on site haven't seen a manager for 3 years. 3 years. That's ridiculous, isn't it? The client has asked for all of the management documents, you know, schedules, task lists, everything they're supposed to do, and it hasn't been provided. And they've had 8 weeks to provide that, and they haven't provided it. So how are you supposed to manage a team if you don't know what they're supposed to be doing? And how are the operatives supposed to know what to do if the managers don't know what they're supposed to be doing? It's just crazy. So that was really good to get that quote done. I'm going to send that off first thing this morning. Customer service team have been crazy busy.
We've done it!
So what's that? That'll be 16,428.
We've got over! That one down.
That's 11, so that means we've done 61 bookings so far. Oh my god.
We've got a big needle sweep booked in, so you're going to have to click that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, because yes, we're going to be bringing you a behind the cleans of that actual job itself, so you can see the full process of a needle sweep. Very, very specialist and obviously quite dangerous when you're doing needle sweeps. So keep watching for that video release. We've also stacked out with quote visits and surveys for mould cleaning, another one of the biohazard services that we've recently launched. Danny's got one this morning where she is. That one is urgent because there's a vulnerable person there. So under AWAB's law, we need to get out there, we need to have a look at it, and we need to assess it straight away and put a plan in place for the housing association. And then we've got another 3 or 4 the rest of beginning of next week, sorry. So yeah, it's crazy busy, and we need to jump in and get on with it. Come on, let's go. Do you not think about quitting when it's this fucking cold? It's so bloody cold.
Well, they're not managing it at all, that's what she said. They haven't been there. She said they asked the cleaners when the last time they saw a manager from the current cleaning company. They said 3 years.
Don't be stupid.
3 years.
Well, no wonder they're like they are.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, not a fair shot, did
No.
That
They
is
did.
bad.
So the new head teacher
Yeah.
started in September, so this is their first year. Her first day, the first thing she picked up on was the standard of cleaning. She said it was disgusting. Noticed that there was a big cobweb in her office. She reported it and asked them to clean her office a little bit more thoroughly and can they remove
Yeah.
the cobweb. It's still there. And she's left it there for the purpose to see if they're actually going to remove it.
Well, they're not now, are they?
But they're not. It's ridiculous. But the floor, no word of a lie, the floor in the cooking room is the worst I've seen for a school by a country mile. Like, I would go into one of these really gross Chinese restaurants that I don't really want to work in, and it would probably be on par with that school. It's really bad.
Thank you very much for watching. We hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do drop us a comment, click that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and we shall look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Remember, you can click here to watch a video you may not have seen yet, or you can click here to watch a video that YouTube recommends specifically for you. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.